I turned a messy spreadsheet idea into a working system using Chat GPT. With zero experience, I was able to take my lead tracking sketch from paper to Chat GPT and then working product in Google Sheets without doing any math. AI did all the heavy lifting, creating all the graphs and math formulas for me. Okay, so first off, we're going to start by drawing a design. We'll see how well I can draw that. So I got some suggestions from Chat GPT of what to put on here, and I'm going to put this together and see how it turns out. So first I'm going to draw a square. I think this will be the Google Sheet. So in the first column, we're going to have first name, second column, last name. Gotta make it good enough for ChatGPT to be able to recognize, understand what I'm doing here. All right, and then the next column will be title and company. And we're gonna put their phone number and their email. You can swap those. I mean, you can swap any of these depending on what you prefer. Then we're gonna put their address. Next, we're going to say source, so where we found the lead. Then the next column, we're going to say priority, so how important is your client. And then we're going to label the status of the client. And then we're going to put when you first contacted them, and then when you last contacted them. All right, hopefully ChatGPT can understand that. And then finally, we're going to put note section. So any notes you have that are important to remember about that lead, and there you have it. So there's our basic lead tracking sheet. Now to make this a little more fancy and interesting, we're going to add graphs to it. So up here we want to have a priority graph, just to kind of make it a little more visually pleasing, and so you can maybe show your boss. Hopefully your drawing is a little more clean than mine. Mine's kind of messy. But this is why we're doing it, so we can learn. So we'll put high, medium, and low priority. So priority, and then right here we'll have numbers. So you got your 6 clients here. So out of your 6 clients, let's say that 2 of them are high priority, and then 3 of them will be medium, and 1 will be low priority. So we want ChatGPT to understand that we're going to create a graph based on what we put in here. That graph's going to reflect those numbers. So next we want to do another graph. This graph is going to be the source breakdown. I'm going to show a pie chart. Word of mouth, Instagram, and these are all going to be different shades, so maybe we can just color them in a little bit. We'll just tell ChatGPT that these are different shades. Hopefully it'll get it. I guess we'll see what it does. We'll say website, ad, and then the bottom one we'll say Google. Okay, so we have these 2 graphs. So this final graph is going to be the status of the lead. Any clients you've closed, contacted, say in discussion, say lost. Now I'm going to fill it out a little bit here so ChatGPT can understand what's going on. 1. We'll change this one to 1, contacted, in talks, and these were lost. So you've won 2. That line's going to go there. Contacted 1, so that line is just going to go there. Just the 1. You've lost 2. All right, so there's our sheet. Now I gotta fill in, I forgot to do this, but I'm gonna fill in real quick the source breakdown. So we'll just do one for each. All right, there you have it. You'll fill in all this extra stuff, of course, but and then maybe at the bottom, you have a spot that reads total leads. And there it is. Pretty simple stuff. All right, hopefully ChatGPT will be able to understand what I've drawn out here. We'll see. I'll try to explain to it as well in writing, and I'm just gonna tell it what I want, kind of describe what needs to go in each column, and then I feel like that'll be simple enough, but where it might have some issues is creating those graphs. So we'll see. Let's do this. Okay, so first we're gonna try importing my drawn lead sheet into ChatGPT and then see if it can build on that. Soft blue, lighter soft blue into the design. All right, let's see what it's got for us. Oh, it's doing things with Python. Oh, it's building the code. So if you hit this little arrow here next to analyzing, it'll show you what it's doing. Not that I can understand what any of this means, but sketch. This translates really well to a clean spreadsheet layout. I've created a Google Sheet ready lead tracker file that mirrors your drawn layout and uses your color palette. All right, so now I'm going to download the file. Nice, nice. I uploaded the sheet into Google Drive, and now we're gonna see what happens when I open it. Okay, here's the sheet. Dude 2. Oh, check that out. It even fills out the totals. Nice. Okay, so that's good. But now we want it to create graphs. Can you create graphs that coincide with the images I drew in my example? Let's see what it says. Okay. So supposedly it created graphs that coincide with what I entered there. We'll see if they actually work. Hopefully they do. Lead tracker with graphs. Let's see if that worked. Yes, I've now added live auto-updating graphs that directly match the 3 sketches in your drawing. I updated the same file you already downloaded, so you can just replace it with this version. All right, moment of truth here. Let's see if it worked. Oh gosh. Not quite there, but let's see what happens. David. Instagram. Yes. All right, so it looks like it did work, at least for this. They're kind of poorly placed, but that's pretty cool. I just want to see if these work. So priority high. Does that do anything? High, you gotta spell it right. Okay, so we're gonna have to change that. Okay, that's working. That's great. Lost. Contacted. We like this. We like this a lot. We just got to be able to make sure that this is a little better organized. So maybe I'll ask it to organize these a little better. Maybe I can have this moved down a few notches. We have this down at row 15. I really like how that works, but I want the columns containing cell in the row. Source, priority, have drop. Instead of intox. Okay, so I'm going to have it move the whole sheet downward. Oh, and then we want these to be off to the right. Put the formulas and calculations off to the right so that they aren't in the way of the lead sheet. Okay, so here's my instructions I'm giving it. Hopefully it can make do with that. Vibe coding, baby. I finally finished after like 10 or 15 minutes. I lost track of time. But let's see what it created here. Okay, so we're adding that there. Let's check it out, see if it works. Very good. What is going on here? Okay, so I can't put these up in the top anymore. Almost got it, almost got it. It got the list thing correct. So it looks like these graphs work. It just changed the colors on the source graph. And now it's really hard to distinguish what's going on there. So this one, I actually liked this one a lot more. So I liked this graph a lot more because you can actually see what's going on and then it tells you what color is which. Not a big fan of that. And then the fact that you can't move these upward, I don't like that either. I could probably figure it out if I really wanted to. I could go in here and figure out how to change it myself, but that's not what this video is about. We're trying to vibe code, therefore we're gonna see if I can adjust things. I love the new layout, except a few things are wrong now. I would like the graphs to be above the sheet. Starts in row 17, and I need the source graph to be more similar to what you created before with the different colors for each source and then the names of the source and color. People know what color means when looking at the graph. And finally, let's adjust the total leads portion to be right above the notes section. Okay, so here's what I told Chat. Here's the update. Now let's see if it adjusts it to what I actually want. Here we go. Hopefully this doesn't take another 15 minutes. Here's the updated file. I hope this works. Add to Google. I'll open. Let's see our new. Still, it's not. Let's see if the source has changed. Ads, Google, Instagram. Good, good. Yes. Okay, so it got the graph right. Okay, so the graphs are all working. They're all working well. It's just a couple issues. Yeah, the leads section. It moved, but now there's two. Guy. Yeah. Okay, so it moved, but that doesn't do anything. So here's my new set of instructions. You can take a look at that, and boom. Please bless. I think it's going faster now since I created all of those rows. Said it created 5,000 rows, which is a little overkill. So here's what chat said. I removed the block that was acting like a locked dashboard area. It was merged cells and formatting in the top rows, so you can now move the charts freely above row 17 in Google Sheets. Or, boom, adding that, opening, put it up here. It's still, oh gosh. Okay, so it looks like now the total leads box is in the right place, but it still won't update the number when I put the first name into the lead. Here will be attempt number 5, but this is what I got so far. And yeah, hopefully chat can get it right this time. Okay, so supposedly total leads now counts rows where either name is filled. We'll see if that's true. The first and last contact header is restored, and then it removed the thing blocking the charts from moving it above row 17. We'll see, because I've asked it to do that 3 times now and it still hasn't done it. So put number 5 in there. Yes, okay. Jordan. Dude. Everything's right so far, it looks like. Let me just test out source, word of mouth, Facebook, Instagram, website, Google, Facebook. Okay, priority, high, medium, low. Okay, that's working. That's contacted. I just need this total leads thing to work. We're so close. Okay, this is almost exactly what I want, except the total leads cell is still not populating when I enter a name. Maybe if I do the last name too. Start a goal. Okay, so it looks like it created a formula that worked in Excel, but it doesn't automatically transfer to Google Sheets. So supposedly it fixed that. Let's hope it did. It's still not working. Oh, what is that? The total leads cell is still not working. You would think this would be the simplest thing for it to do, but apparently not. I need this fixed and adjusted to work with Google Sheets. Whatever you did still hasn't fixed it. Also, rows 31 to 33 are whited out in column in the J and K columns for some reason. Try number 7. Let's see. Generating the code. All right. Supposedly it's doing a new formula. Number 7. Johann. Good. It's working. It's working, guys. We got it. Awesome. So Jordan Steinigal, title, CEO of the Jordan Steinigal channel, company, Steinigal Media, phone number 123-456-7890, email address youtube@gmail.com, source Google, priority, high priority, status, the best status, first contacted September 7th, 2025, January 1st, 2026. Notes. Good man. All right. It works. Sources, Facebook, word of mouth. Cool. Well, that's pretty simple. I like it. There are probably some things I would adjust before putting this out there for other people to use, but that's pretty decent product. It works. And it's a lead tracker. I mean, I can just adjust these little things here. Boom. Let's just make that fit right there. Okay. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, there you have it, folks. Our first digital product that we created with ChatGPT. All from an image that I drew with my hand and then told ChatGPT to create the code, and voila, it created it. I've never done that before. Shows that anyone can do it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go vibe code and put your stuff out there. Bye-bye.